I looked up how much debt the average household actually carries, and it stopped me cold. Over $7,000 in credit card debt alone at more than 20% interest. And if your income is low, everyone tells you the same thing. Escape is impossible. It isn't. Here's what nobody tells you. Getting out of debt is not an income problem. It's a math problem. You don't need a six-figure salary. You need a simple system and a plan you actually follow. Today I'll show you that exact plan, step by step. And I mean on any income. Even if you're living paycheck to paycheck, feel behind on everything, and think a plan like this was written for people who earn way more than you. It wasn't. The steps are small. The order matters. Let's walk them. First, understand what you're up against. The minimum payment is a trap. On a $5,000 balance, paying just the minimum can take over 15 years and cost you thousands in interest. The system is designed for you to pay slowly, forever. We're going to break that. So here's the whole plan, start to finish. Stop the bleeding. List every debt. Attack them in one deliberate order. Roll every win into the next. Then lower your rates so more of your money kills the balance. 5 steps. That's the entire ladder out. Step 1. And it's non-negotiable. Stop the bleeding. From today, no new debt. The cards go in a drawer, not your wallet. You cannot fill a bucket that's still leaking. Every plan after this fails if fresh debt keeps pouring in behind you. Before you attack anything, build one tiny cushion. Just $500 in a separate savings account. Not glamorous, but it's the wall between a flat tire and a new credit card. Without it, the first emergency undoes months of progress. Fund this first. Step 2. List every single debt you have. Every card, loan, and balance, side by side. Write down what you owe, the minimum payment, and the interest rate on each. It feels awful for about 10 minutes. Then it becomes the most powerful page you own. Most people never do this. They keep every debt in a fog because the total is terrifying. But you can't beat an enemy you refuse to look at. Once it's all on one page, the panic drops and a plain, boring, beatable plan takes its place. Step 3. The heart of the plan. It's called the debt snowball. You pay a minimum on everything, but you throw every extra dollar at your smallest balance first. Not the biggest, not the scariest, the smallest. And there's a powerful reason why. Because on a low income, motivation is fuel, and quick wins are everything. Knock out that smallest debt in a few weeks, and you feel it. That first zeroed balance proves the plan works, and that belief is what carries you through the long ones. So, the rule is simple. Pay the minimum on every debt to stay current. Then take every spare dollar you can find and pile it onto that single smallest balance. One target at a time. Focus fire beats spreading yourself thin across all of them. Where does that spare dollar come from? It doesn't need to be much. Cancel one subscription, pack lunch a few days, sell what you don't use, pick up a little side income. Finding just $100 to $200 a month is enough to start the avalanche. Here's the mechanic that makes it explode. When your smallest debt hits zero, you don't pocket that payment. You roll the entire amount onto the next debt. Now that one gets its own minimum plus everything the first one used to eat. The snowball grows. And it keeps compounding. Every debt you bury frees up its payment for the next one in line. So the payments get bigger while the balances get smaller. The last few debts that once felt impossible get crushed faster than anything before them. One honest option. If cold math motivates you more than quick wins, flip it. Attack the highest interest rate first instead of the smallest balance. That's the avalanche, and it saves you a little more money. Both work. The best method is simply the one you'll actually finish. Step 4, and people skip it out of fear. Call your card company and ask for a lower interest rate. Say you're struggling and ask about a hardship plan. It's a 10-minute call. It's free, and a single yes sends more of every payment straight at the balance instead of the interest. You might also hear about consolidation or a balance transfer, rolling several debts into one lower payment. It can help, but only if you've already stopped the bleeding. Otherwise, you just clear the cards and quietly fill them again. Use it as a tool, never as a rescue. Step 5. Automate every minimum payment so nothing ever slips and triggers a late fee or a rate hike. Then keep your attack payment as a manual habit you feel every month. Boring, automatic, and consistent is exactly what quietly beats the interest. Now, watch what happens. The first month feels painfully slow, so does the second, and then the snowball takes over. Balances start dropping faster and faster as freed up payments pile on. The last stretch always falls quicker than the first. That's the payoff for staying in it. And here's the part almost no one pictures. When the last debt dies, all that money you are shoveling at it every month is suddenly yours to keep. On a low income, that freed up cash flow feels like a raise you gave yourself. Now it can finally build wealth instead of interest. Because that's the real difference nobody explains. Debt quietly owns your future, every raise and every paycheck already spoken for. Being debt-free hands it back. Options, breathing room, sleep at night, a life that isn't chained to a lender. You can get there, and now you know the exact steps. One honest note, this is education, not financial advice. I'm not your advisor, and everyone's situation is different. Do your own research, and if your debt feels truly overwhelming, talk to a reputable nonprofit credit counselor. Then make the call that fits your life. But don't let this be another video you watched and forgot. Today, write down your smallest debt. This week, find $1 extra to throw at it. That single step starts the snowball, and the snowball changes everything. If this gave you a way out, subscribe to Moth Money, one quiet money move at a time.